asked me if he could kiss me, y'all. I was just like so like nervous. She pulled me and she was like, do you like black girls? Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, and so today we're gonna be telling y'all how we met.
I'm thanking you for...
Are you talking to me?
Engaging with me, yeah. Making me the happiest man in the world. I love you, I thank you, I appreciate you. Yeah, that's it.
We wanted to personally thank you all for the love and support and well wishes that you were giving us throughout our engagement. Thank you so much. I, of course, couldn't respond to everybody in the comments, so I wanted to respond in person, face to face, because, you know, we kind of like face to face. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again,
yeah, we're going to be telling it from each of our perspectives, not just like together, so y'all can get a feel of how I was feeling on my side and how he was feeling.
Can you let me talk?
Yeah, go.
Son, this is a message from 25 years ago, and this is how I met your mother. This is how I met your mother. I hope you will watch this video.
Yeah.
Son, yeah, I prefer son first.
Yeah. Then it shall be a son.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter.
I think because you spoke it that way, it will be a son. But if it's our daughter,
yeah,
hey girl,
I'll be the happiest.
this
man.
is how I met your father.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on with the story. So I'll start with my perspective because it's like very brief. It was 2022 when we met, and I was in a very low point in my life. In all aspects, I was very depressed. I went from being a MUA, which is a makeup artist. I was selling clothes. Like I had my whole suite and boutique going on, you know what I mean? And so I went from being in the beauty industry to something shifting in my life to where I lost my suite. I had to close my business down. I didn't have a car because I literally had a life-threatening wreck. And
she
everything just went to, like, I just had to start from ground zero around this time in my life. I was 22. And yeah, with the result of me losing everything that I built up as far as my business, I had to start from ground zero and get a job. Like I was going from working for myself to now having to be forced to work in like a real job.
Breathe. Now breathe.
Yeah.
You were on the ground zero?
Yeah.
I was on the minus.
You was minus?
Yeah, I was under zero.
In 2022?
Yeah.
So we were both
met.
we were both like in a bad space. Yeah. So with me being at that specific place in my life, trying to rebuild myself, I had to go and find a real job, any job that was going to hire me as fast as I could get in, because I had nothing. And I also had to keep in mind that I didn't have a car to take me to like a nice job, or I didn't even have really money for Uber to take me to a job. Like I was literally starting from scratch, and so I had to work at a place that I really did not want to work at.
And I had to eat at this place that I didn't want to.
Yeah. The night that we met.
Yeah, the night which is the night that we met.
Okay, but yeah, so I ended up working at this place, and that's really like my build up until the night that we met. I was really just like in the, I don't know.
In the bed? What?
I was just in a bad spot. Yeah. So yeah, leading up into the night that we met, that's my side. Just know that I was just in a really bad space. I don't want to emphasize on my depression. Y'all all know how that can be, but that's where I was. Where were you in 2022 around the time that we met? Like, how did you get to my job that night?
Yeah, I was in Turkey, which is my home country.
Yeah, I gotta help him out a little bit.
I had a feeling that I had to leave the country. For some reason, I didn't know. I still don't know.
You still don't know?
Yeah.
It was for me.
Yeah, of course it was for you.
So now you know. Okay, let's continue the story.
And
yeah. Okay, for real.
I had to leave the country, and I left the country. I visited a couple of countries first, like Russia, Cuba, Mexico, and yeah, I didn't have an American dream, but I just wanted to see, discover, and then I basically I went to America.
Mm-hmm.
And
like you were on a world tour.
yeah.
I remember like after we met, he was telling me about how he left Turkey, and I just thought it was so cool how he not only just went to one country, but he was traveling to multiple countries, like really like on a world tour. Because if you went from Russia to where else did you go? To Cuba, like you went to different continents. Like you were on a real world tour, and I thought it was so interesting and cool because I never met anyone that did anything like that before.
And my parents was like they were not supporting me. They were standing against me like you can't go. Like I said, I'm going.
They really didn't want you to leave.
If you want, like whether you come and hug me or I'm leaving without like saying goodbye, and then
they just accepted it.
They accepted, yeah. They had to accept. I pushed it hard, and I made it to America. Mm-hmm. Let's say.
So basically, when you made it to America, you went and lived in LA, then you lived in Orlando, Florida, and then your last stop was Nashville.
Yeah, my last stop was Nashville, and the reason why my last station was Nashville, I had a couple of friends in Nashville, Rustem and Baver. Shout out to my friends, my brothers, and they invited me. They said, "Oh, this city has a lot of Kurdish immigrants. When you are abroad, you need to, when you see your people, you feel more comfortable. Yeah, you're happy. You are really happy actually."
That's how I felt when in Istanbul here we went to the African side where all the sisters is doing the braids and selling their dashikis. I felt at home, and I know exactly how you feel. It just made me feel so warm and like I don't know how to explain the feeling exactly, but I get it. Like when you're around your people in a foreign country, you just feel safer. You feel good.
Yeah. Before I met with her, I was also depressed.
You were depressed?
Yeah, because I was like kind of pointless in this life.
You felt like life was like pointless. There was no purpose, or.
Yeah, actually, I struggled a lot because of these feelings. One night I was under the influence, and I was laying down on my bed, looking at looking at the ceilings. Like I don't know. I wanted to eat and drink something sweet, a strawberry milkshake. Everywhere was closed. I checked from from my phone, and all the restaurants was closed, and I found a McDonald's on. I still remember the street, the Donaldson Pike.
Yeah, on Donaldson Pike. So yeah, the cat's out the bag. The job that I was talking about, me having to go and work at, was McDonald's. McDonald's was the first job that hired me. It was really close to my house, and my brother or my uncle could pick me up from work to where I didn't have to Uber. So your girl just had to go and work at McDonald's, okay? And at that time, it was really hard for me to take that job because I was, of course, going from being an entrepreneur and going to work at McDonald's after all of that is just like a huge step back. Like obviously I don't even have to explain it. Also, it was one of the first jobs that I ever had back when I was 16 years old. So in my mind, I'm like, dang, like you going from making all this money to going to have to work a job that you did when you was 16 years old, still making the same pay, and you 22. Like it was just a big hit to my ego. But I did what I had to do at the time. Like I really didn't have a choice. Nobody else was hiring me, and so I was working at McDonald's. And that same night that he had the munchies and wanted to come and get a strawberry shake, I was working night shift. I was only working night shifts at McDonald's. And on night shift, we like to act a fool and play with the customers because it's just a good time and a good way to pass the time. So he came through to my window, the second window. I'm giving the people they shakes, cracking jokes. But when he pulled up, I seen him and I was like, wait, he is fine. He looks good. And he was up in this little bitty green car. So that already caught caught my attention because I'm like, who is this pulling up in this little bug and this little green bug of a car?
And
it
you asked my how tall I am.
Yeah, wait, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So I seen him when he pulled up to the drive-thru, and I opened the window and I was like, "You had a strawberry shake?" And he was like, "Yeah," like, cause I was confirming the order. But when I was like, okay, I hurry up and close the window, and I was like, Yasana, he is fine. Like, what do I say to him? Like, she was like, she went over there and looked at the window and seen him. And she was like, girl, he a foreigner. Like, you gotta make sure he like black girls first. So, like,
You said he was fine?
Yeah, he was fine. I said he looked good. So I was kind of nervous. Like, I'm playing with all the customers throughout the whole shift, but when he come, I get a little nervous. Like, I don't know why. That's so stupid. But
thank you, Yasana.
yeah, because she was like, no, you finna talk to him. Yeah. Like, she was like, no, quit being shy. So we both went over there, and she really helped me. Like, did I ask if you like black girls, or did she ask?
No, she pulled you.
Yeah.
And she said, "Do you like black girls?"
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she did.
Before she pulled you, she asked you, "Do you like black girls?" I said, "Yes, of course."
Oh.
And she
pulled me. Yeah, I remember. So Yasana pulled me to the drive because I was just like so like nervous. She pulled me and she was like, "Do you like black girls?" I remember that. And he was like, yeah. Like, and
there
in my mind, yeah. And then she left.
Yeah.
She left. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, he probably just saying he like black girls because like, if you say, who's gonna say no in a situation like that? You know what I mean? I was just like, okay, it's cool. So I started questioning him. I was like, oh, what's your name? He told me his name. I said, how tall are you? Because he was cute, and if I did start liking this boy, I didn't want him to be no short. He was off in this little bitty, like, it looked like a 2-seater type of car. And so I was like, how tall are you? He told me he was 6'3". I was like, yeah. Yeah. I was like, we should be friends. I said, we should be friends. Can I have your number? I definitely asked for his number. But it was just to be friends.
When you ask somebody's number, it's not about like, oh, let's be friends.
Yeah, it is.
When you ask somebody's number, that it means like you like him or her.
Oh, in your country, in your culture.
I think in everywhere.
No.
And it can convert. It can be a relationship, like or a relationship for a day, for a night, or for a long term. I don't know. You understand what I mean?
So our ways of being and dating are completely different because of where he come from and where I come from. So here,
otherwise, why you would ask somebody's number?
Just to be friends and kick it, hang out.
Drive through?
Yeah. Well, he explained it like, if you're asking for somebody's number or whatever, it's because you're trying to like further something, or like you might like the person or whatever. But in my perspective, and from what I see in America, if you just ask somebody for their number, it's not because you're trying to hook up or make a relationship. You might just want to kick it, y'all. You might just want to be friends. So I asked him for his number with the intention to literally just be friends. Like, I wanted to get to know him. I could tell that your English wasn't that well back then. I really, like, I was like, let me just be this boyfriend. Like, you know, help him out a little bit in America. And he was cute. So I was like, you know, I have a cute little friend. So we got each other's number. He left. After a couple of days of us talking, getting to know each other, I'm still working night shifts. I get off work late. I was night shift, so I get off at 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. He would text and ask me concerned, like, how are you getting home this late, you know? And I would tell him it's either Ubers or, like, you know, I'll figure it out. So he offered to start taking me home from work. And the night that he took me home from work, like, nights like that, we would spend time, like, getting to know each other in person instead of through text. And it was kind of like it became a thing of him just taking me home.
And you still didn't realize that I like you,
No. I just thought he was being nice as a friend.
What can I say about this?
Yeah, because now that I think about it, what nice friend is gonna just wake up or like stay up at 4 o'clock in the morning and take a girl home from work? Like, that just...
You were kind of blind.
I was blindsided to the fact that he liked me for a while. Yeah. So after...
I was not very expressive, like...
Yeah.
I wasn't like expressing my feelings like so I don't know, openly, yeah.
that she liked me. But your English back then, that was almost 3 years ago. Like, your English wasn't as advanced as it is now. So imagine, like, you really physically weren't even able to express yourself.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another fact.
Yeah. So after days of like him taking me home, I'm like, we should just go out in the city. Like, he told me how he had just moved to Nashville, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't really know much about the city. We started going out to eat, like on little like lunch outings.
Yeah.
We went to the movies. I took him to Jefferson Street, which is like, if you're from Nashville, you know what I'm talking about. But it was something called an African Street Festival. I took him to the African Street Festival. He bought me this like dashiki dress, and we just like had a whole day together that day.
You took me your neighborhood.
Yeah, where I was from. I showed him like where I was from. I'm from the projects, okay? I'm from the hood, and it's called Dodge City Projects. I took him to Dodge City and showed him where I was from. I don't know why I took him there. Like, You asked me where I was from?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's why. But I took him and showed him where I was from, like told him about my childhood, how it was, how I grew up and things like that. And yeah, the most significant date was when we went to the movies. So we went to go see The Woman King, and while we were in the movies, the previews were playing, we started talking about like relationships and stuff like that. And so he told me how he was going to be leaving to his home country. He was going to be going back to Turkey really soon. And I was like, dang, like, you know, we kind of just started kicking it. Like, you know, I was enjoying our time together. He was like, yeah, he's going to be leaving. And he wanted to ask me something, but he was really hesitant on asking me. He said, I want to ask you something, but it might be too soon. Like, it might be crazy. And I'm like, what is it? And so he finally spit it out, and he was like, well, I'm going to be leaving back to Turkey very soon. How would you feel about coming back to my country with me and meeting my family? And I was like, what? Like, where did this come from? Like, imagine in my head, we're just friends, having good times together. We're at the movies, we kicking it. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going back to my home country. Do you want to come with me and meet my family?
I didn't say come with me.
Yes, you did.
I think I said you can come anytime to visit the country. I will host you. You don't have any problem.
I don't remember it like that.
Oh, okay.
I remember you saying like, come to my country with me and meet my family.
Maybe that's how you wanted to understand.
Okay, maybe he said, look, maybe
because we were not in a relationship.
Exactly. That's why I was so confused.
But I remember I told you like you can come like my door, my family's house, and everything that I have is on your service.
At your service.
So
that's the thing too. Like, our language barrier back then probably wasn't as clear, and so
maybe.
That's probably what you said, but the way you explained it, probably I took it that way.
Maybe.
But that's still really sweet. Like, that's nice.
Yeah.
That was a nice gesture, but it went over my head. Yeah. So after
you remember we went to Bachata dance with my Venezuelan friend?
Oh yeah.
I forgot his name, Alejandro.
Yeah, so we went
with him and his girlfriend, and you brought one of your friends.
Yeah, I brought Diamond. I remember this.
It was a lovely night. It was so good.
Yeah, this was the night, like a day after our movie night. We went to like this Hispanic plaza where they have like games, bars, and like a big dance floor where people are doing different Hispanic dances. And this night we were doing the bachata and trying to learn. Me and him were dancing together. I was forcing him to dance with me because he was so shy.
Yeah.
I think I have a video, and if I do, I'll put it in the video. But I was forcing him to dance with me. We were drinking. We were having a good time together. Long story short, the night ended, and he ended up taking me home again.
We got a little tipsy.
Yeah, we were a little tipsy. We were drinking. And as we were going home, we were having good conversations, just talking, bonding, laughing, kind of flirting a little bit.
Yeah, don't forget. Do you remember I asked you one time I asked you, like, who is at home? You said my uncle and my brother.
Yeah.
And I said, it's gonna be if they see me, is it gonna be a problem?
Yeah, I was confused. Like, no, why would it be a problem?
Yeah.
So as we're like in the driveway of my house, we were just talking and just vibing. Good music was playing, and so I was getting tired and I was about to leave, and so we were hugging. Like, I wanted to give him a hug goodbye. As I was giving him a hug, I just gave him like.
And I said, "Can I kiss you?"
He asked me if he could kiss me, y'all, and I was
I wanted to kiss her so bad.
And I was like, no.
I said, "Get out of my car."
Like, no, he didn't. Like, when he asked me if he could kiss me, and I was just actually so caught off guard because I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, why does he want to kiss me? Like, it just wasn't clicking for me. Like, we had a good night and everything. Everything was vibing. We've been spending time together, but I still did not register that he even liked me in this moment. Yeah. So when you asked me, like, can I kiss you? I was like, no. Because, like, what? Like, I couldn't even understand what was happening. But I said no to the kiss, and I don't know what happened after that, but I got out the car and, like, we were texting afterwards.
And I went home, cried all night. You rejected me.
Yeah. After that, it was clear to me that he liked me, but it would have been nice to know and understand the whole time that he actually really liked me. And now that I'm out of the clouds and I'm looking back at it, it was so clear that the whole time that we were dating, we were spending good time together. This man liked me, but it's too late. I can't give you the kiss now. Sorry. So.
It's okay. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
It
worked out fine.
Yeah, it worked out, and also it's like it's funny. It's funny to have that kind of a history or experience together.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what your mom did to me, son.
Fast forwarding the story, he actually did end up leaving America very soon after that night. And
we didn't see each other before I leave.
Yeah, I think that was like the last time that we seen each other, like for good, until I came to Istanbul. Yeah. So he ended up leaving to go back to Turkey. And as soon as he left America, I actually moved to Huntsville, Alabama.
And I left America, but America didn't leave me.
I'm in Alabama. He's back overseas in Istanbul. And we were talking on and off. Like, we would talk for a bit, and then we would stop talking and fall off. It was just like a back and forth thing for a whole year straight. Until last year in 2024, around April, after I turned 24. Wow, it was like kind of 2 years almost in between us talking. Dang. So 2 years passed as we were like on and off texting. But after my 24th birthday, I hit him up on WhatsApp, and we just like never stopped talking after that. Like, because when I hit you up that last time, I made it my intention. I'm like, okay, I am not about to keep like going back and forth with this guy. Like, I really just want to see why he came into my life. Like, small like intermission. Throughout the whole time that me and him were dating back in 2022, my close friends Diamond and Jasmine kept affirming, like, girl, this is your husband. You need to quit playing with him. Because they see how I was not like taking him serious. I wasn't seeing how he liked me. Like, I told them about how you tried to kiss me. I told them how you were taking me home. They were like, girl, go get your husband. Like, quit playing with this man. But I was not registering it. And so right before I texted him in 2024, I was telling my friends, I was like, dang, like, what if he has a wife already? Because I seen how, I was like, what if he moved back to his country and he got married and he has like a wife? Because I seen that you're a really good guy. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if I text him and he rejects me this time? Yeah, but I texted him, I was like, no, I'm about to go get my husband. Because mind you, my friends are putting it in my head that this is my husband, and I'm agreeing to it. I'm like, yeah, like, I need to stop playing. So I was like, let me go get my husband. I texted him with the intention in 2024 to text him and like keep it constant, because I really wanted to see why I met this guy in the first place, because you don't just meet people for no reason. And especially with us meeting organically in person and how we hit it off and we vibed, how could I just let that go,
Mm-hmm.
like that I just couldn't let it go. So we texted in April, and we never stopped texting after that. And like after a few months of us texting, we were spending a lot of time, like almost every day, talking to each other, that we were like, why don't we just, try to take this a little bit more serious. We were talking, he invited me to Istanbul, and we made a point for me to come to Istanbul at the end of the year, which resulted in me preparing, and I actually came to Istanbul last year for the first time in October. And if y'all want to see like how all of that went, I do have videos on my YouTube channel from when I actually came here last year in October, kind of explaining things a little bit. Y'all can kind of see my POV and our old vlogs together. So long story short, I came to meet with him and see if this could work out in October. And after I landed in October, it seemed like, okay, this is serious, because as soon as I landed, I was staying with you and your family, and that's already a really serious thing. So I could see immediately, like, okay, this guy is really serious about me. I'm meeting his whole family. Like, everything just really escalated from the point of me landing here in Istanbul. I came here with the thought of like, okay, let me see like how serious this can get. Like, I didn't come here with any expectation. But as soon as I landed, everything was already like squared away. Like, this is my man. We're serious. Like, it was solidified immediately. And so, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's the story.
That's really the story. Yeah. And the rest is history. And we're here now. Like, after like 2 months of me living here in Istanbul with you and your family, we decided that, okay, I do, of course, want to further my life with this man. Let's go ahead and prepare for that. I still had a lease in America, like an apartment lease, and I had to close that off. So it's not like I could have just stayed and just forgot about my life in America. I had to go back home, unfortunately. So we booked a flight for me to leave Istanbul in December and come back in May, which meant that we had to be long distance again for like 5 months. So we had 5 months of us being long distance, and my return ticket to officially move here to Istanbul was May 8th, 2025.
May 8th or 9th?
May 8th, and it was a full day of travel. So I left America officially, like for good, May 8th, 2025. And I arrived here in Istanbul May 9th, 2025 at night. It was like almost a 24-hour commute because of all of my layovers and stuff. But yeah, we're here now. That's the story. And everything from me coming to Istanbul and us starting our relationship and taking it more serious is on YouTube. If you all want to go back and indulge yourselves in the story a little bit more, all of the videos are in a playlist, and I'll link it down in the description so you can go and watch. But thank you for listening to our story. This is our love story, and I love it. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful that we aligned with each other this way. I think it was so beautiful how organic it was, how we were both in a very low point in our lives, but that low point brought us to the best thing in our lives, which is our love, our union that we're creating together. So I'm so happy.
I'm speechless at that moment.
I don't know what else to say.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I guess we'll see you in the next video. If you all have any type of vlogs or any type of videos that you want to see from us, you can always suggest them in the comments, and we will definitely follow through and make what y'all want to see.
You can have requests.
Yeah, we'll accept requests. If you want to see more of us, like our daily lives, we are always live on TikTok and Instagram. It's the same name as my YouTube name, and I'll also link it down below. But other than that, we will see y'all in the next video.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for witnessing.
Yeah.